What is going on, guys? It's J Pips' Cash here, coming at you with another video for today. Today is going to be a super random video. This is going to be a tutorial on how to remove paint off your rims. I normally don't do this type of stuff. I stick to what I know best, which is the buying and selling of cryptocurrencies and forex trading. All right, but yesterday I needed to get some paint removed off my rims, and I did some YouTube search, and I couldn't find anything. I mean, I found a couple of them, but it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. So I figured I'd make my own version of it. It's quick, simple, and it does the job really well. Okay, so first thing you want to do is you want to get yourself a set of brushes. All right, something like this will work fine depending on the size of the rim you have, but you know what I mean, you see, so that's pretty good. You want to get yourself a plastic container, and you want to make sure that the container you have is pretty thick, because the solution you will be applying to it will chew right through it. So this is my plastic container. All right, and then the next thing you want to do is you want to go to your nearest auto parts store or hardware and get yourself some aircraft paint remover. All right, when you're using this, guys, I would advise you to get some protective eyewear and maybe a set of gloves, because this has like some type of what do you call that? Let me see. Anyway, I have some type of thing in here that actually burns your skin if it falls onto it. Okay, so make sure you get yourself some protective eyewear and some gloves. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna pour this right into your container. All right. Also, you want to get yourself a nice brush. Something like this will work. You don't want to get a metal brush, because you might mess up your rims in the process of removing the paint off. So you definitely want to get something like this. All right. There's two ways you can do this, guys. You can either scrub it off, or you can just take the rims to a do-it-yourself car wash where they have the pressure hose. You can apply the solution over there, and you can just pressure wash it off, and you wouldn't have to scrub it. All right, but I'm not going to be taking it over there. I'm just going to scrub it, because the solution works so well that you don't have to apply any physical pressure. It just comes right off. All right, so let's get to it. After you pour your aircraft paint remover into the container, you're going to take your brush and you're going to apply a thick layer of this solution onto your rim. Don't be scared, just dab it into it and alright. Yesterday I did the two back ones. It came off within 2 layers of it. All I had to do was 2 layers and it came off pretty quick. This one I'm most likely gonna have to give it 2 layers as well. As you can see, there is already coming off. Alright. Now some of you guys might have to give it more layers because of your rim size. It might actually be bigger than my rims. My rims are 17-inch, and the offset on these rims, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're plus 20. Alright, so if you have bigger rims, or you have more layers of paint on your rims, then you're gonna have to give it more coats, depending on, you know, how much layers of paint you have on your rims, or depending how big the size of the rim you have. Alright, so just apply it. Stab right into it. As you can see, the paint is already starting to come off. Alright, and it hasn't even been 5 to 10 minutes yet, so that goes to show you how well this solution works. Alright, like I said, some of you are probably going to have to give it a little bit more layers, because obviously you might have more layers of paint on your rim. Okay, so after you apply that solution, you're going to let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, so I'm going to wait 5 to 10 minutes and I'll be right back with you guys. Alrighty guys, so 5 to 10 minutes has already passed. As you can see, the solution so far has really got deep into the rim and has removed some of the paint already. The next step in this case would be to brush it off, or if you guys are at a local, do-it-yourself car wash, just pressure washer it off until it comes off. So let's get to it. All right, so you're gonna want to brush it off. And this is when you want to use that protective eyewear, because depending on how you brush this, guys, yesterday when I was doing the back rim, these little hairs here, I happened to brush it towards me by mistake, and the solution fell right on my face. And this, like I said, this has like some type of acid feeling to it, and thank God it didn't fall into my eyes, because that would have been a very, very terrible situation. Probably could have lost my eyesight, because your tissue wires are so sensitive, so that would have been a really, really bad experience. All right, so make sure you guys have a protective eyewear if you're going to be scrubbing it off. All right, if you're going to be pressure washing it, that's fine. Just make sure you give it some distance, because I know if you pressure wash it at the wrong angle, it could splash to you as well. So make sure you just give it some distance to be safe. As you can see, most of the paint is already coming off. All right, the paint that's actually staying, don't worry about it, guys, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna give it a second layer of paint. All right, so this is what you want to do. You want to brush it off. After you brush it off, whatever is there, let it stay there. Next thing you want to do is you want to get yourself a set of hoses and water it down. Alright, so your next step is to water down your rim. Get that solution off of there. As you can see, almost 90% of the paint is basically off the rim. Alright, only a little bit of chunks are still there. Like I said, don't worry about it. We're going to give it a second layer. And after the second layer, everything should come off. Like I said, guys, some of you are going to might give it a little bit more layers, depending on how much layers of paint you have on your rim. So don't worry about it. All you're going to have to keep doing is the same process over and over again until eventually it'll come off completely. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause this here, and you're going to want to dry your rim. Okay, dry it off so that way you can apply the solution once again, and then do the same process. Wait about 5 to 10 minutes. Scrub it off, water it down, and dry them up. And that's it. You guys should have the paint completely removed off your rims. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the outcome of my rim after the second solution. Alright, so I'll be right back. Also, guys, I forgot to mention, when you're buying aircraft paint remover, it comes in 3 sizes. They have a spray paint can, then they have this one here, which is the next size up. It's 1 quart. And then they have a bigger size than this. I would recommend this size if you have maybe some small rims, maybe 15, 16, 17 inch rims with some plasti dip, or maybe 1 layer of paint. Definitely get this one. If you have multiple layer of paint on your rims, or maybe you have bigger size rims than 17 inch, I would recommend getting the next size up. Also, to save yourself some time and gas, I would recommend just going to the internet and typing in aircraft paint remover. Maybe you can go to AutoZone or Advance, You put in your zip code and it'll give you the nearest store that they have this available in. Okay, some of them might be up to date, some of them might not, but that would definitely save you some time and gas instead of having to go store to store finding to see if they have one of these available. All right, that's what I did. Searched it up, put in my zip code, went to the nearest store. They had it there, grabbed it off the shelf, paid for it. There you go. All right, guys, so here's the final outcome. This is after giving it a second layer of the aircraft paint remover. As you can see here, there's still a little bit more that needs to be done where the lug nuts go. All right, but this little side here, but you can see 95% of it is already off. This is the second one. As you can see, it has like some little bit of paint in there still. I'll have to take that with like a toothbrush, do the same process, put some aircraft paint remover in here, grab it with a toothbrush. Once that's done, I'll have to polish the chrome again. That's the back one. That's the front one. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this video has helped you in any form of way. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment below if you have any questions or if you need any help on anything.